morning, everybody. Welcome to the Recovery Concepts Daily Recovery Snack, Tuesday, February 17th. Trying to get it all together here. Running a little bit behind. Apologies. Happens like that sometimes. We have chickens, and I have a couple of traps for raccoons because raccoons and chickens don't mix very well. We live kind of far out, and so every once in a while I have to move a raccoon. And anyway, I caught a possum last night, which are great for the environment. So I'm running a little bit late. I was out there spending time trying to get him out of the cage. They ain't real smart. I can relate. They ain't real smart. Had to poke and prod a little bit to get him out of a perfectly open cage to get on with his morning. So anyway, welcome. Recovery Snack, Tuesday, February 17th. Appreciate y'all joining me. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. AA thought of the day. Thought for the day. Alcohol is poison to the alcoholic. Poison is not too strong a word because alcoholism leads eventually to the death of the alcoholic. It may be a quick death or a slow death. When we go by the package stores and see various kinds of liquor all dressed up in fancy packages to make it look attractive, we should always make a point to remember and say to ourselves, never forget it, that stuff's all poison to me. And it is. Alcohol poisoned our lives for a long time. Question: do I know that since I'm an alcoholic, all liquor is poison to me? Meditation for the day. I must somehow find the means of coming nearer to God. That is what really matters. I must somehow seek the true bread of life, which is communion with Him. I must grasp for the truth at the center of all worship. The central truth is all that matters. All forms of worship have this communion with God as their purpose and goal. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may meet God in quiet communion. I pray that I may partake of the soul food that God has provided for me. I spoke on it a little bit yesterday. When the prayer for the day, I pray that I may meet God in quiet communion. Long story short, some days life will keep us busy. It'll keep me busy. I'll speak on me. Life keeps us busy at points in times, and sometimes I'll oversleep or something or another, or just I bit off too much, or whatever the case may be in the mornings, and some of my stuff won't get done. I have habits these days, which have presented themselves to me over time to be of a good nature because of the way that my life is going these days, relatively going these days, and more so how I feel. More so, way more so how I feel. Life can be whatever life is because that's what life does. But I know how I feel. And I live a fairly serene, calm, and blessed life. Beyond, I can't articulate, I don't have the words for the gratitude of the type of existence that I've got today. But I think it's also relative when you compare my life today as to what it once was and how I felt then. So it's real easy for me to be happy. But the point I'm trying to make is that when I get that quiet time with my God, when I get that quiet time with my higher power, it's not a bridge too far for me to understand how the quality of my day seems to continue. Not always, of course. I mean, like I said, life is life. It'll happen at any points in times. You get some stuff that you're not you wish hadn't happened. But my connection to a higher power, and when I remember that it's available for me to use and utilize and touch base and get back to, throughout my day as my day goes. It doesn't have to be, prayer for me ain't in the morning. It ain't night. I don't particularly attend to church. I have no problem whatsoever with going to church. My grandkids, my daughter and her husband, when I go to church, and whenever we're visiting them, we go to church. I love church, but for me, it's not something that I do on a weekly basis here where I live, for the simple fact that I personally don't go to an address to get in touch with it or whatever. My God is available to me all day, every day. The only trick is that I remember that. When I get in conscious contact with it, my day improves. Whatever that looks like, my day improves. And the trick is that sometimes I get so flustered that I forget, and I revert back to old habits that will have me just seek to problem solve and go it alone, and just get frustrated. And within that discomfort or whatever, I don't know if forget's the right word, but I won't use the tools that I know are available. So that's kind of odd. And as far as alcohol being poison, there's no question there for me on that one. I'm real clear. You know, I've been sober for a minute now, and there is no question to me. I won't say I'll never drink again because that's kind of arrogant. I'll say if I ever do, it's a bad idea, and it won't be initially. It'll be in my head. Like the last relapse or the last relapses. That it's not that bad of an idea. Everything's going to be different. My brain will sell me all kinds of bullshit about how something's changed and I can do it now. And the cold hard facts of that is just not true. The only fact of that matter that's true is, yeah, I can do it. I can do it better than most zip codes. But that ain't healthy. I can't, I can ingest alcohol and recreational drugs at a level that does not make sense. And when I do those things, a little is never enough. And I eventually end up right back where I found myself, multiple times throughout my life, in trouble and hurting. And I don't choose that today. That stuff is poison for me. And, to each his own. But for me, it's just I do my due diligence on a daily basis to the best that I can to make sure to provide myself insurance against doing that again, because that shit hurts. I'm getting old, and I like me better like this. And that states a lot. I like me better like this. That's enough. Anyway, rambling again. Please most definitely share, tell a friend, help me get this out there if you see any value in it. Anybody, subscribers out there, thank y'all for joining. Please join me again tomorrow, Wednesday, Lord willing. We'll be back. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe and warm out there, and talk to you soon. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.